the question that I would ask them is I would walk up and I would say, whoever it was, I just want to ask you one thing. If you could do it all again, what would you do the same, or what would you do different? Right. And I always would take whatever knowledge those guys could give to me. I would try to absorb.
Yeah, they've been through it.
Yes. But the thing is, no ego, right?
No,
never an ego walking in. Right. And I feel like that's something that's so much more rare now, right? Everybody.
Because of social media and everyone's trying to do stuff for likes and attention and get an extra can of protein in a t-shirt.
See, isn't that a problem though? Right?
It's not a problem for me.
No, it's not. And not for me either. But like, if you're talking, because you go around and you talk to a lot of younger lifters, right?
I love it.
Yeah. And try to, and rightfully so, man, you've lived it, right? Like, widely considered greatest of all time, but you're one of the most down to earth guys that I've ever met that's as accomplished as you are. And I have a ton of respect for that. Ton of respect.
I like me.
Yes.
I don't want to be anybody else. I don't know how to be anyone else.
Yes.
I have this thing called a conscience.
Yes.
It's kind of hard to find nowadays in some people.
No, that's the thing, man. That's the thing is you have every right to potentially, I don't want to say every right, but you could easily be a different person.
Yeah.
Right. And say, look at my accomplishments. I'm living off this, but you're not. You walk in and I met you later in my career after I had accomplished some things, whatever, but it's kind of the same thing. It's like, no problem talking. And I know it, even if it was me, if it's the next person, some kid coming up to just say, he might be nervous as hell going up to you, you would give him the same time of day that you would me. And that's just the truth, right? Because you're a good guy. And, this journey.
I was that little guy before.
100%. Yep.
Part of me still is.
Yes. Yep. But it's looking back, it's the journey, and it's sharing all that with the next generation. That's why I'm bringing this up, because I kind of came in and got started much before, all the video was such a big deal and this type of stuff. And I think it's just going back to that base of you go into the gym to get better, right? And there's a point to that. And the end point is being the best you possibly can when you go to compete. Especially
when you walk in the gym and you're getting better. Because now it's all of a sudden it's validation. It's your own weird way to being turned on. Like, it's like, this is freaking phenomenal. I feel great because your endorphins in your brain release everything through your body. So all of a sudden you're just not feeling good mentally, but it comes out in the way you're able to train.
Absolutely.